Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for July 1st. July 1st is the 182nd day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 183rd in leap years, with 183 days remaining to the end of the year. If you'll remember, yesterday we looked at euphemism, which got me to thinking about words that begin with the prefix EU, and I thought we'd look into some more words like that. Merriam-Webster says that there are about 12 common words that begin with the letters EU and well over 600 other words that begin with the letters EU. Holy cow. So we'll look at a few of them a day at a time and see how we feel and then decide how long we want to continue in that vein. And remember, if you have a word that you'd like me to talk about, drop it in the comments and we'll take a look at it. Certainly get it in the lineup. Today's word, though, is eunoia. Eunoia is a noun, and the simple definition of it is a feeling of goodwill, of being friendly, of wanting to help. This good feeling, especially between a speaker and an audience. I don't remember all words having a spot in Wikipedia, but eunoia does, where it is described as well-mind, beautiful thinking, and again, as the goodwill that a speaker cultivates between themselves and their audience. Eunoia may also be used to name the benevolent feelings of goodwill that a spouse has, which forms the basis for ethical foundation of human life. That definition sounds a little complicated, though, but I think you get the gist of it. Wikipedia says that eunoia is also a rarely used medical term that refers to the state of normal mental health. And here's a little something extra about eunoia. It is the shortest English word containing all 5 main vowels, A, E, I, O, and U. Eunoia comes to us from Greek with the prefix EU, meaning good, well, or beautiful, and noia from a Greek word that means mind, spirit, or thought. I was not able to find a first known use date for the word eunoia, but there you have it, eunoia. And again, if you have a word you'd like me to explore in the Word of the Day section, pop it into the comments. We'll take a look at it. And with that, we're going to start in the year 1520 when Spanish conquistadors led by Hernan Cortez fought their way out of Tenochtitlan after nightfall. That's a mouthful of word, isn't it? This is the birthday of American politician and educator Thomas Green Clemson, born July 1st, 1807. He founded Clemson University. He lived to the age of 80. A system of civil registration of births, marriages, and deaths was established in England and Wales on July 1st, 1837. That seems rather recent, but I think before that those records were kept in churches, so now they will have been civil records. The Battle of Gettysburg began on July 1st, 1863. The United States Department of Justice formally came into existence on July 1st, 1870. The first commercially successful typewriter, the Scholes and Glidden, went on sale July 1st, 1874. The Universal Postal Union, or UPU, was established by the Treaty of Berne in 1874. It is a specialized agency of the United Nations that coordinates postal policies among member nations, as well as the worldwide postal system. Before the UPU was established, every pair of countries that exchanged mail had to negotiate a postal treaty with each other. That sort of situation, things could get pretty elaborate, trying to send mail back and forth if your country didn't happen to have a treaty with the country you were trying to send to. The UPU was established in 1874, and on July 1st, 1878, Canada joined the Universal Postal Union. July 1st, 1903 marks the start of the first Tour de France bicycle race. SOS was adopted as the International Distress Signal on July 1st, 1908. United Airlines began service as Boeing Air Transport on July 1st, 1931. Also on July 1st, 1931, Wiley Post and Harold Gatty became the first people to circumnavigate the globe in a single-engine monoplane aircraft. The Australian Broadcasting Corporation, Australia's national broadcaster, was formed on July 1st, 1932. This is the birthday of Diana, Princess of Wales, born July 1st, 1961. There's a lot more that I could say, but we'll just wrap it up by saying she lived to the age of 36. Sony introduced the Walkman on July 1st, 1979. If you don't happen to be old enough to remember what that was, it was a portable tape cassette player that allowed people to listen to music of their choice on the go. The popularity of this device made the term Walkman an unofficial term for personal stereos of any producer or brand, kind of like the original iPod, the iPod of its day. "Oh, Canada" officially became the national anthem of Canada on July 1st, 1980. The movie rating of PG-13 was introduced by the MPAA on July 1st, 1984. Today's song is "Windy" by The Association, number 1 on July 1st, 1967. "Windy" was written by American folk singer and songwriter Ruth Ann Friedman and recorded by The Association in May in 1967. This song was originally written in waltz tempo, and it was originally about a man. The Association's producer at the time changed it to 4/4 time to give it a more commercial appeal, and the Association changed the lyrics so that the song could be about a woman. A delightful song, great harmonies. It hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 on July 1st, 1967, and held that spot for 4 weeks. "Windy" by The Association, July 1st. Link in the description. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page that is called No Really. And you can also find me on Rumble and BitChute. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Microphone over there. Hello. Okay. With 202 days remaining to the end of the world. End of the year. Please, not the end of the world. 202 days remaining to the end of the year. Let's read that one again. Yep, it is. That's what it's called. All right. Third time better be a charm. There's no "the" there. One more time. Attracting. Just read the whole thing over. Are you making some sound? Get on out of here. Yeah, we're going to edit that out. Don't alienate people who can be helpful to you. Flinging happiness all over the place. Alrighty. Back to work. I think we got it this time.